Everyone's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Random Stuff and Things. This is our freestyle Saturday night version. If you guys have not been a part of this before, we used to do this a lot on Friday nights and hang out, talk about whatever. So we've got a really good group, really good. I got random topics because we're going to be super, super random tonight. And, it could be The Walking Dead, could be Daryl Dixon, could be our trivia, little kills, some things that I'm passionate about. We will certainly talk about music. There will be some old school categories, and I'm here with my fact checker, me, and a High Noon beverage. If you guys have not tried High Noon, tonight's broadcast it's sponsored by High Noon tequila seltzer, strawberry, for those times when you just got to get high and it's not noon. All right. So here's kind of the way it works. I love to interact with you guys. A lot of times we do gaming events or box opening events or those things. I'm just kind of in the moment, right? I'm calling scores and I only have a little bit of time. Tonight I have more time. Now, sometimes I do get in conversations and debates with certain people. So if there's something you feel passionate about tonight, super chat it. I think the minimum super chat is $1. It'll pop up on my screen. You will definitely get my attention. So if there's something that you want to super chat and say, hey, Kills, let's talk about this. What do you want to talk about? Then I will stop what I'm doing and I will go over to your topic. Now, throughout the night, I will randomly look for your comments, your thoughts, things that you guys want to talk about as well. And I want to try to get as many topics and as much interaction as possible. You can see we're already super chatting. We got Amy Bones Ferrer up there, 99 Gaming Freestyle Saturday night. Now, here's the thing. I know a little bit about a lot of stuff. That's why I like doing freestyle. I'm not saying I know a lot about a lot of stuff, but I know a little bit about, or a lot of, yeah, you get it. You get where I'm going with that. But we will do some random topics, and I do have a dragon flying in the background because it's just cool to do a stream and to have a dragon. I mean, why not, right? Ron, let's talk about how to play red light, green light. Oh, you know what? I'm going to say, Ron, if you guys did not play Dead Live last night or you did not watch the playback, that was probably one of my favorite storylines. It's because you guys moved about 60 feet from the start of the night to the end of the night. So in 2 hours, you only moved about 60 feet. So those are always a lot of fun. So, yeah, right. I mean, we got crystals up there. I'll put some different topics up there. But again, wow, 8 times. 8 times you died. That's crazy. I didn't get frustrated. In fact, I was sitting back. I was kind of laughing a little bit. Valar says, I see her super chat. Valar, you got to have something to talk about. Now, you guys can super chat, but if you do it, change the subject. Give us something. I'm gonna talk about the Eagles tonight, not the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm gonna talk about the Eagles. Valar's testing it. She's testing it. A group count on deaths. Realistic approximation. You guys just type in what you think the death total was from last night. I don't have the exact total, but leave in chat. I'm going to say, yeah, I would say between 60 and 70. We got some people saying higher. You know what? That's what makes it really, that's what's going to make it memorable, because that will be brought up at the Max Awards later on in the year. Mist wins. Mist says 999. B-Dub, 114. B-Dub might have counted. She might actually went in and counted each one of them. It could be. I don't know. I would say between 60 and 70, though. But that's a lot. That is a lot. All right, Valar, you're testing it. Come on, Valar, give us a topic. I need you guys to help me with this. This is dialogue, debate. We got a little rhyme time, maybe? All right, I'll bring something up. You know what? I just so happen to have a whole lot of topics. So the first thing we will talk about is my first time. It was interesting. It was on a dark desert highway. There was cool wind in my hair. My first time memorizing a song from start to finish was Hotel California. First song that I ever memorized all the lyrics to. And I got in trouble because I was singing a song. True story. I was singing a song for my mom and dad with my cousin. And I got to the part where I didn't know whether to skip heaven or beat. So I said, and I was thinking to myself, and I just went for it, right? My cousin stopped, and I was just singing along, and I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. I didn't stop, right? I was just moving on with it. I was into motion. So my first time was also my first time getting in trouble, memorizing all the, we're like, we got a song to sing for you. We're performing. And yeah, that was my first one. I think the first rap song that I ever memorized, my first time with a rhyme, was probably Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight. Or could have been The Show, could have been Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh. One of those two, maybe both. Y'all know, la-di-da-di, we like to party. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. We're just some men that's on the mic, and we rock up on the mic. We rock the mic, right? I mean, once you memorize a song, like start to finish, you might mess it up, which I do on occasion, but you always get back on track because you remember it. You went through the whole thing, right? We are definitely going to talk about the Daryl Dixon show, Dimes. And Villar's like, first time doing what? See, Villar, first time memorizing music. So, I want to ask you guys, maybe you don't know a lot. Is there a song that you know and you could sing from start to finish? If so, leave it in chat right now. Crimson knows what I'm talking about. Gave myself a stretch, a morning yawn, and went to the bathroom to wash up. Had some soap on my face, my hand up on the cup. I said, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the top choice of them all? Purple Rain? Crimson, I got a question, though. Can you play it on piano? And Julia says all Blondie songs. Right? I know Dimes loves some Purple Rain. I think the first, Bissy's like, row your boat. Yeah. Okay, I'm talking about a real song. B-Dub, Grand Funk. Kel's got a whole list. Ice Ice Baby, It Takes Two, Nothing But a G Thing. Devil Went Down to Georgia. Devil went down to Georgia. He's looking for a soul to steal. He's in a bind. He's way behind. He's willing to make a deal. Right? I mean, how many people, though, still think the devil beat Johnny, right? Am I the only person that thinks the devil won? I don't even think it was close. I think the devil smoked his ass. If I had a choice between listening to Johnny and listening to the devil, I would have listened to the devil. Paul Revere. Now, Crimson, I can definitely, there's a lot of Beastie Boys songs that I did start to finish. The devil won, right? Ron, I can sing a lot of songs with the correct words when it's playing, but not when it's not playing. Or Ron, do you turn it up and just, if you don't know, you just kind of like move your lips a little bit? How many people know, can sing Paul Revere from start to finish? Not like with karaoke. I mean, start to finish. I think me, Crimson. Well, look, now we got more. All right, I was gonna say me, Yvonne, and Kel. You know, one could be like King and Rock, one could be MCA, one could be Mike D. Or then me and Ray and Riley. You know, we can split it up, right? Where each person's got their own. Now, right? Now I've got the guns, you got the brew, right? Yeah, you got to do each one with like a different type of. Mike D. Love some Beastie Boys. Julia knows all of them. You know, I think it's just because now I saw Ocean Man. Ocean Man, no doubt. Where you at, Ray? I saw you up there somewhere. I know Ray had a list. California Love. All right, now here's one. Here's one I learned all the words to that probably most people don't know. I don't know if I still know it. Same song by Digital Underground, right? And I know I brought this up before, but I mean, you guys remember? You guys remember Tupac starting out in Digital Underground? It's just a freestyle. Meanwhile, we keep the beat kicking, sweat dripping, girlies in a limo eating chicken. Oops, don't get the grease on your pantyhose. I love you, Rover. Move over. I gotta blow my nose. Sneezing, but still I'm pleasing for all the slimmies. Pull out my Jimmy. It's time to get busy. Which that is like, all right. That's my Eddie Humpty Humphrey. That wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. I don't think I've sang that like 20 years. There I go, there I go, there I go, but I don't go nowhere without my gym hat. Oh, man. Not bad, right? All right, but we will freestyle into some music tonight. Um, we'll come back to music because I saw some super chats up there. I do want to get to dimes. So let me tell you what I know. Tell you what I know with Daryl Dixon. So this isn't spoiler. I mean, this is out there, but I just kind of consolidated it a little bit. All right, so 6 episodes. They're going to have these much smaller seasons. Obvious reasons. Get a 6-episode season out there. You got peak interest in what's going on with The Walking Dead, and then they can move on to the next one and the next one, so you don't go 16 episodes and then you got to wait and then you got to watch Fear and all this other stuff. All right, it is already renewed for season 2. I am going to put down the gauntlet right now and tell you these 6 episodes are going to be some of the best Walking Dead you ever see, especially if you like a medieval type of theme and environment, like a dark 18th century religious cult type of executioner style stuff. That's the vibe I get. All right, Isabel, I am not like some of you guys. Some of you guys are big Harry Potter fans. Apparently, Isabel was in some of the Harry Potter movies. David Zabel from ER is a showrunner. Norman has already teased that, and Ron, you might be onto something, that there will be some reunions. All right, so here's kind of how it happens, okay? Daryl has basically said, I'm going to go find Rick and Michonne and bring them back to their kids. So that's kind of the theme. Daryl is going out, and he's got to find Rick and Michonne. Now, we're assuming it's going to be like some Gilligan's Island stuff where his 3-hour tour took him all the way across the Atlantic Ocean to France. Now, I don't know. Not since the Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria have we ever had a voyage like this. Daryl is like the opposite of a pilgrim. So we're assuming that he's just going to go up and go like he's going toward New York, and he gets washed to the other side of the world. Now, Isabel apparently helps him. So the fact that she has to help him shows that he is going to be probably blistered and salt wind and thirsty. It's going to be, hey, you got some water? But it ain't going to be like that. It's going to be like, hey. I mean, he ain't going to be able to talk. It's going to be raspy and dying. And we know he's not going to die because he's the star of the show, so he can't die. But he's going to be almost dead. So apparently Isabel is she's a leader of this religious group. And she nurses him back to health. So she saves him. And his responsibility is to protect this youngin' named Laurent. It's not my French is not very good. It could be Laurent or Lauren. Well, I don't know. Anyway, it's spelled Laurent. If you're in the South, it'd be Laurent. But anyway, I'm not that Southern. But Laurent. If you guys speak French, you can do it. Probably can't, whatever. But anyway, he's got to protect him. So he's got a new goal in life. Now, he was only planning to stay there for just a little bit. And then he was going to go back to the Commonwealth and get some help and then go find Rick and Michonne. But he gets befriended and they need his help. So he's stuck there. So the whole show is pretty much going to be about, hey, I got to get back, right? Hey, I need a boat. need a boat. So that's going to be like most of it. So I would imagine she's going to be like, you know what? You guard little our rent, and we'll give you a boat. So that seems to be what the deal is. But there's some bad dudes there, and they basically say, kills the American. I don't know if that's French or not. But anyway, they actually say that. They say, kill the American. And that way we know that they're not after Lauren. They're after Daryl. So it's going to be a fight for survival. So he can't get back right away. He's got to stay there and help his new friends. Always some kid that needs some help from Daryl. All right, that's what we got. So Dimes, thank you for that super chat. That is your Daryl Dixon. I'm just setting the stage for all of y'all. All right, so we're going to try something. Yeah, you ain't going to see Rick in this episode because Rick's got his own series. We're the ones who live. You got to wait a year for that. All right, you know what? I thought I'd do something a little different. So some of this was compiled by MIT. So I don't know. But I always, how many people love Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy, right? But how many people also thought there weren't enough of them? And I'm going to get back to you in a second, V. Hold that thought. So there's a lot of deep thought sites out there. So what I thought I would do, and I don't know if I should do this or not, I'm going to randomly pick some deep thoughts that were either from the show or from MIT. Now, I have not read these, so they could be, it could be bad. They could be things that I might not want to read in a live stream. So I've not proofread them is what I'm saying. So I'm just going to start reading one of these and then see if you've heard it or just see what the natural reaction is. This could go really well or it could go, I don't get it. Because you guys know some of the deep thoughts are, well, we don't know. So if you guys are ready for a couple of these, let me know and I'll try it. And if it's no good, we'll switch and we'll get a new topic. All right. Now, again, some of these you might have heard on Saturday Night Live. But some of them are not. Some of them were written by other sites. All right, here's the first one. If you ever fall off the Sears Tower, just go real limp. Because maybe you'll look like a dummy and people will try to catch you because, hey, free dummy. All right, that didn't, I mean, not bad, but okay. I think it's high time we started questioning the old cliches like grunt big for what? What am I reading? All right, grunt big for daddy. All right, I don't know. Like I said, this is yeah. I'm not making this up. I'm just reading. Okay, so who knows what I'm liable to read? Let's skip that one. I might catch myself at the end. I'm not. It's a cliche I've never used before. All right. I think a good product would be baby duck hat. It's a fake baby duck, which you strap on the top of your head. Then you go swimming underwater until you find a mama duck and her babies, and you join them. Then all of a sudden you stand up out of the water and roar like Godzilla. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that, but that's funny. Okay, here's a good trick. Get a job as a judge at the Olympics. Then if some guy sets a world record, pretend like you, pretend like you didn't see it and go, "Okay, everybody, ready to start." That's pretty cool. Yeah, I would do that. All right, I hope when they die, cartoon characters have to answer for their sins. That's clever. That's clever. All right, if I had a nickname, I think I would want it to be Prince of Weasels. Because then I could go up and bite people and they would turn around and go, "What the?" And then they would recognize me and go, "Oh, it's you, the Prince of Weasels." These are great. All right, one more, and then I'm gonna change the topic. This is like, it's, it's just really good. All right, let's see. The difference between a man and a boy is a boy wants to grow up to be a fireman, but a man wants to grow up to be a giant monster fireman. Okay, all right, there you go. That is that is deep thoughts. We'll add that. We'll add that to a future episode for sure. I I don't disagree with that. All right, so in today's world, we don't have enough healthy debate. We fight more than we enjoy. So tonight we're going to enjoy more than we fight. And I've got a simple lightning rod deep thought of my own. This is my very own, okay? Because there's things that I don't touch on my channel. You guys know. There's things that I avoid because everybody's different. So here's my deep thought. I want you guys to think about this. No matter what you believe in, never let defending it overcome the bonds of those people that you love. All right? Is that a neutral enough statement for everybody? No matter where you stand on any topic, never let that thing or that person that you don't know, that you do not have a connection with, become the thing that you argue for with the people that you love and respect and have grown accustomed to, right? That's what we are. That's who we are. My channel has been so diverse for so many years, and I know so little about everybody, but I like everybody so much because I don't know a lot about everybody. I know the way they treat me and the way I treat them, and that's all I need. If we do that, everybody, we're going to be good. But you know what? With that being said, I want to fight. I want to fight. I want to argue. Let's get a debate because you know what? We need to have good, healthy debates about things too. So tonight, I am going to tell you why the Eagles are the greatest band in the history of music. And if you disagree with me, you are wrong. And I'm going to prove to you tonight why you're wrong. You might love one group, you might love another, and that's okay. But you're wrong. Because I got facts. I got proof. And we're going to bring it up tonight of why the Eagles are the greatest band in history of music. Now, first thing you're probably doing, you know what? I'm going to give Prince and the Revolution a top 5. But I will say Prince is a songwriter, Crimson. Certainly up there on the charts. Well, they are. Kel, that's the thing, because the Eagles are a rockabilly and a country and a rock and roll and all those things. That's why they're great. So without using your friend Google, you guys tell me your favorite Eagles song of all time. Just type it in chat right now. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them to choose from. But go ahead and type it in. Now, I already told y'all, the first song that I ever learned the lyrics to was Hotel California. Desperado. Take it easy. Desperado. Neither one of those were number 1 hits by the Eagles. I can't tell you why. Was number 8. It wasn't even number 1. You guys are giving me all these great songs that were not even their number 1 hits. That's how good they were. Their number 8, 9, and 10 songs were better than most people's number 1 songs. All right. The Eagles only had 5 number 1 songs. Only 5. Peaceful, Easy Feeling, which was one of my favorite, not even on the radar. Heartache Tonight is a number 1 Eagles song. Somebody's gonna hurt someone before the night is through. Somebody's gonna come undone. There's nothing we can do. Now tell me, that does not sound like country. Lion Eyes was not a number 1 song. City girls just seem to find out early. But it is a country vibe song. If those songs were around today, they would be country songs. That's how ahead of the game the Eagles were. People didn't know where to buy it. Didn't even know. Best of My Love was a number 1 song. All right, so I'm going to help you. This is the 5 songs, and many of you guys did not even. Hotel California, Best of My Love, One of These Nights, Heartache Tonight, and New Kid in Town. Those were their only 5 number 1 hits. And you can go through a whole list of songs you guys are already typing in there. Life in the Fast Lane, right? One of my personal favorite Eagles songs. You can't even find it. You can look all over and it's going to be hard for you to find it. A song called Wasted Time. Written by Randy Meisner. Now, if you have not seen the Eagles rockumentary or you don't know the history, there was drama in that band before there was drama in bands. I mean, Don Henley and Glenn Frey hated Randy Meisner. Hated him. Randy Meisner refused to sing certain songs. And they were like, we got to get him out of here. But in all seriousness, as you guys are typing these, the one thing that I wanted to do is if you get a chance, just spend an hour of your life and listen to the Eagles' greatest hits. Just check it out. And I will guarantee you, I mean, it probably some of the most relaxing music you listen to. A little shocker for you guys, and then I'm going to change the subject. I just want to. I know you guys got your favorite, but you know what? I got to make the case for the Eagles sometimes. Just have to. Tequila Sunrise only got up to number 64. Are you kidding me? Take It Easy only got to number 12. You guys heard Eagles, Please Come Home for Christmas? Only up to 18. Life in the Fast Lane did get up to number 11. Now, Lion Eyes did get up to number 2. As far as I'm concerned, that's almost like a number 1 song. But Witchy Woman. Witchy Woman got to number 9. Witchy Woman was higher than Life in the Fast Lane. Already Gone, 32. Are you kidding me? Already Gone is one of the best Eagles songs. It did not get past 32. Because they had so many good songs so often. They were really competing against themselves in some regards. Crazy stuff. All right. Anything. I'm calling a few of you guys. Now, I want to fight a little bit. You know, I gave you guys deep thoughts, and I gave you like a super serious, thought. And I wanted to go into the Eagles. But I'll call on a few people. What are some of the things you want to know? You know what? I am actually, one thing I can tell you guys. I'm a master fortune teller. Like, I can see things. So if you guys ask me reasonable questions, I can probably predict it for you. Who wants to take a shot? Who wants a free prediction? Now, I'm not guessing age and height and weight, that type of thing. I'm talking about seeing into the future. Oh, y'all are scared now, huh? Ask. Who will win the Super Bowl? All right, give me a second. All right, I hate to do it. I think it's going to be the Bengals. I think the Bengals are finally going to get over the hump, and I think Burrow is going to win the MVP. As much as it hates me, it pains me because they're in there with my Ravens. I think it's going to be the Bengals. Who is coming in last in fantasy football this season? It's Joe. I hate it. You guys better not tell him. I think it's going to be Animal. I think he took kickers too high. I think it's going to be competitive, but I think he's going to finish last. Will the Bears ever win? Yes, they will. Not this year. I think the Lions and the Packers. Lions probably. The Packers are going to be better than people think. Their defense is strong. Bears are on the up and up. They will win at some point, but it's not this year. I'm telling you. I know who the next pet battle winner is going to be, Busy. I just can't say it. Because I don't want people that could be sabotage. So I'm not, but I already see it happening. I see it unfolding. See, we got a battle. We got a battle between the Bears and the Packers right there. All right, you guys can come back to it. I'm giving you free. You guys go and you'll pay some crazy lady to flip over cards and as a gimmick, and you'll put a quarter in a machine and squeeze a handle, and you got somebody right here right now telling you live, and you guys can't even come up with a question. I get it. No, it will not be the Patriots. How many people have ever sat down and had somebody do their fortune with tarot cards? Raise your hand. Let me know if you guys have done that. And then type in chat. I want to know how much you paid for it. $50. Deidre does them. Bones, did it come true? $30. Jim's got a magic 8-ball. Do you always get the one where you swish it and it says Your future is cloudy. Guess again or something like that. All right. How many people? How many people in the last? What is this? How many people in the last 5 years have used a Ouija board? Or, or if you're from Georgia, a Ouija board. Like, sounds like a name. I prefer Jumanji. Even made one. They're the work of the devil. Yeah, that's right. Well, Kel's making them. She is building a medium for the supernatural to come through. There's a portal that is opened. Close that portal. I mean, we used to have them in college, but we'd have like these little devices to turn the lights on and off. That was new stuff back then. Kind of like the clappers and those things. I mean, you have a couple drinks and you have a few parties and then the lights start flickering. Things get a little crazy. No, no seances for me. I think to each their own. Like I said, um, but for me, I think I'm meant to talk to the dead when I'm dead. I think that's kind of my purpose. But I mean, there's some cool movies around it. But no, Ouija. Yeah, you've never heard somebody say Ouija, Colton? How many people have heard of a Ouija board called a Ouija board? I know I'm not the only one. Now, I'm not trained or qualified. I just like to say that I can read the future. It's just I don't know. It's just fun to say. All right. And for those of you that are qualified to do it, I apologize. I'm not trying to steal your business. Um, yeah. Infuriates the heck out of me, kills. Really? Now that is clever. The Ouija staying alive. Because I get it. I get it, Sea Kayak, because if you're staying alive, then there would be no need for a Ouija board. Nice. Nicely done. All right. So, you know what? You've all heard of fake it till you make it. I'm a I'm gonna start saying Ouija board to see if I can get Tammy all red faced. She's like, it infuriates me when you say it wrong. I'm gonna call her in the morning. Hey yo, Dimes, seen that Ouija board? She's gonna be like, don't do it, Kills, don't do it. Smoke's gonna be coming out her ears. Dimes, if you get infuriated when somebody says Ouija board, I bet your head spins around like The Exorcist when Dal types the word slime. I, I bet you lose it. She's like, ah. I was smiling. I was smiling last night. I love it. All right. Fake it till you remake it. So, um, Bones had mentioned in chat the song Imagine. And I love the song Imagine, right? So here's what I want to say about remakes. I am not a fan of remakes that sound the same as the original, except it's just a different person's voice. Does that make sense? And Imagine has been remade a lot. Now, if you were like Avenged Sevenfold and you were doing Imagine, and it was something along the lines of imagine all the people, like screaming, yeah, 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 like that. Living for today, like that. Then I'd be like, cool. It's bad, but it's different. But when everybody has to sing that song exactly the same way, it's just a different voice. Right? There's an example. Walk This Way. All right, so I've been practicing this one too. So, what I want you to do is fake it till you remake it. I want you to either write one of your favorite remakes or one of the worst remakes. Well, I'm not saying just because it's different, it's good. That's a whole different category. I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying when it is the same, I don't like it. I'll give you an example, okay? One of my favorite remakes is Guns N' Roses' Live and Let Die. Would you agree that there's a difference between Axl and Paul McCartney? This ever-changing world in which we live in makes you give in and cry. Da-da-da-da. Then live and let die. Don't. Right? Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da. I mean, Guns N' Roses, that is a really, really good. And it's different. So, the reason I brought this up, because Bones had brought up Imagine, Gal Gadot. I guess the T is, you can't in Hebrew you can't say her name as Gadot. It's Gadot. You can only do a little bit of the T, right? Gal Gadot, and you got to sort of stop. So apparently, she remade Imagine during COVID, and it was the worst remake of all time. So I did listen to a little bit of it, and I'm gonna say it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's bad. But here's the thing, okay? Like a lot of those remakes that were on the bad list, I liked them. Like I like Limp Bizkit behind Blue Eyes. I'm sorry, I like them. Maybe I just like Limp Bizkit. So, but it was voted one of the worst. Now, I have not listened to this one. And if you guys could please, with a 999, acknowledge if you've ever heard this. I'm afraid. But one of the worst of all time is Captain Kirk himself, William Shatner, did Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Now, if you've listened to his version, go ahead and admit to it. I want to know who you are. I'm scared to listen to it. Is it bad? All right. Limp Bizkit made the list for several. Now, I will say I was not a fan of Faith. Do I think it's one of the worst remakes of all time? No, I don't. Do I think it's as good as George Michael? No, I don't. But I wouldn't say it's garbage or terrible. So sometimes I think people put things on a list just so they can have it on a list. Again, it's not one of my favorites, but I didn't think it was worthy of terrible. Now, this one is definitely should be in the top 3 or 4. Madonna singing American Pie, no. No, and no. Never, ever, ever. One man needs to sing that song, and it needs to be sang the same way he sang it, and it should never be sang by anybody else. Don McLean, and then that's it. And if anybody else wants to sing it, you just need to sing it. Like if Adam Levine wanted to sing American Pie, he can. If he wants to sing it and try to sound like Don McLean, but don't change American Pie. Now, I'm a little offended that one of these rating systems certainly had it out for Fall Out Boy because they had Ghostbusters on there as one of the worst remakes. I don't agree. They had Love Will Tear Us Apart. Okay, now that's not a good remake. But Ghostbusters, I'm okay with a Fall Out Boy version of Ghostbusters. Look, you ain't Ray Parker Jr., and they're not trying to be Ray Parker Jr., but it's hard for me to put Fall Out Boy on any bad list of anything. And this I will agree. There's another one. All right. I've paid my dues time after time. You don't remake Freddie Mercury. If you're ever going to sing a song by Queen, that's okay. Sing it and pay tribute to Queen, but you just can't. This one I will agree with. So, look, Gal, good dope. I gotta stop. Good dope. Is not the worst remake of all time. I'm going to tell you the worst remake of all time, and I want you to listen to it. All right? Before I tell you, you got to give me a 999. Now, that's our bond. That means that you're going to listen. Because it is by far, not even close, the worst remake in American history, I promise you. All right. The great Public Enemy did 911 as a joke. I kid you not. Duran Duran covered it. It is unbelievably horrific, ear bleeding bad. If you can just visualize it, Duran Duran singing 911 as a joke. Just, I will challenge you. You guys ever seen those places you eat that says, if you can eat the whole 5-pound hamburger, we'll give it to you for free. Or if you can taste the world's hottest hot sauce, we'll pay for, your whole family's dinner. Look, I will guarantee you will not be able to get through this song. You will not be able to get to the end of it. That's how bad it is. And I like me some Duran Duran. Wild boys, wild boys, wild boys. Wild boys. Right? That's what Duran Duran should be singing. Not 911 is a joke. It is bad. It is bad. Or I like to meeting you with a view to a kill. Right? I like me some James Bond, Duran Duran theme music. But this time they went too far. Now, look, it's a long, long time ago. It's like, this had to be done like in the 90s. So I'm not faulting them for it. They're all young when they tried it. It's bad. Right, Hungry Like the Wolf. And they're actually, they're here in like 2 weeks. But I can't go see them because there's just this fear that they might start breaking out with Flavor Flav clocks. And I'll be like, no, I got to get out of here. I think September 15th. Anyway, they're going to be here. They're going to be here in a couple of weeks. Simon LeBon. Get up and get down. 911 is a joke in your town. And then break into Hungry Like the Wolf. No, thank you. Her name is Rio and she dances in the sand. Just like that river running through the Rio Grande. Or something like that, whatever. Anyway, stick to that. Stick to that. Not 911 as a joke. All right, so I've given a few people this little tidbit, but I'm going to give you a version of a cover that I really, really like. This one is one of my favorite covers ever. So I want you guys to think about this. Now, the mods will know this. I'm going to give you a name. And this is Luciana Zogby. And I love John Legend. Love him. Love his song. But I got to tell you, this cover, I think, is better than John Legend. It is different. Her voice is almost perfect. Every single note of this song will have you mesmerized. And this is not to take away from John Legend because he is incredible. But I feel like this song was written for her. That if she would have done this song initially, it's just trust me on this one. Unbelievable cover of All of Me. You're going to get like little goosebumps. All right, so I don't know. I don't know how I stumbled on this. Do you guys know what a pickleback is? I mean, I have like 3 options here. Because I only drink certain drinks. I drink my tequila. And I drink, I'll drink some High Noon. It is chasing whiskey with pickle juice. What the fuck is that? What are you doing? If you don't like the whiskey, get yourself some whiskey that you like the taste of. The day that I have to chase tequila with pickle juice is the day that I stop drinking tequila. Well, let me look. Kel's like, it's good for your body. You know what? If you're worried about your body, you shouldn't be out doing shots of whiskey. I I don't need pickle juice to undo the wrong that I just did. If I'm drinking whiskey, I'm drinking it for a reason. I don't give a shit about my body. I got something that I'm celebrating or something I want to forget about. And ain't no amount of pickle juice going to undo that. But apparently it's this thing. Like I guess they, like a Boilermaker. And I'm not a fan of that either. Like there's another one that I've had before called a Baltimore Zoo. Now look, I've tried these things, but a shot of liquor with beer, it's still kind of dumb to me. I'm sorry. If I drink beer, I want to drink beer for a reason. If I want to drink it, you can drink whatever you want. Your body, your good time. But electrolytes, so does Gatorade. And I'll drink my Gatorade when I work out. But I ain't drinking no damn pickle juice when I go to the club or a bar. It does not prevent hangovers. In fact, it's going to give you worse of a hangover. You know why? Because here's what's going to happen. Bonnie's going to be there with like some 40-year-old single malt $50 a shot whiskey. And she's going to chase it with a little pickle juice. And she's going to be like, why the hell did I do that shit? And then she's going to take another shot of whiskey to get rid of the taste. And then another one and another one. And after about 4 shots to get rid of the nasty taste of the pickle juice, she's going to be so drunk, going to have her hangover's going to be triple. I mean, can y'all just not get drunk the normal way? Why you always got to be doing something different? Why can't you just get some Ron? What's wrong with Crown and Coke? I can give you a list of 20 drinks. If you run out, I give you 20 more good ones. You ain't got to go to the pickle juice. You get a Crown and Coke. And you know what? They don't have Crown? Get you Jack and Coke. If they don't have Jack and Coke, get you an Evan Williams and Coke. If they don't have that, get you a Jim Beam and Coke. If you really want to spice it up, you feel syrupy, get you a Seagram 7 and 7-Up. You want to get drunk a little faster? Get you some tequila. Get you some Apple Crown. So many choices that are not pickle juice. That had to start out as a really, really bad joke. It's like, hey, around it for everybody. I bet you won't drink it with pickle juice. Don't tell me what I won't do. Hmm, that's really good. It has electrolytes. Try one. I dare you. Right? It's like hell no. No, it's not like olives. A pickle is not an olive. An olive is an olive. Olives have been in martini for hundreds of years. Pickle juice has not been a chaser for hundreds of years. Now, with that being said, I don't care. Kel, I don't care if that pickle jumps in my pocket and makes me the happiest person in the world. And I don't care what that pickle does. I'm going to stop there. I ain't drinking no pickle juice. If that shot of pickle juice turns me into Arnold Schwarzenegger or gives me a hair like Matthew McConaughey, well, all right. That's some damn good pickle juice. It's got all them electrolytes. 8 times more than Gatorade. Well, all right. Let's get a shot for everybody. Hell no. It ain't all right. Exactly. That's the way it started, Rod. That's exactly the way it started. They're like, you know, we ain't got no more pickles in this jar. We got to get rid of the juice. Well, I want to pour it down the drain. What are you gonna do with it? Well, see that person right there? His name's Mikey. He'll try it. He tries anything. And then they're like, "Hey, Mikey, he likes it." And the pickleback was born. What's up, J Law? So I got a question for y'all. Serious question. Very serious question. How many of y'all have bought a jar of dill pickles? Hamburgers, whatever you know, maybe you just want to eat a dill pickle. I know there's more people out there that have bought a jar of pickles, right? Okay, now I have a follow-up question. You open that jar of pickles, just made this wonderful, wonderful hamburger, juicy hamburger, got that cheese on there, you know, and you want a couple pickles, and lo and behold, you got 2 little pickles left. You take those little pickles on there, you put them on your hamburger, you bite into it. It's like, oh my God, this hamburger's so good. And then you look over and you got a jar in your refrigerator with a whole bunch of pickle juice. Leave in chat what you do with that pickle juice. Y'all drink the juice. Y'all drink the pickle juice. Oh, oh, no, no. I mean, 75% of the group pours it down the drain. Sipping pickle juice. I am too. Look, and I'm not saying pickles are bad. I'm not trying to hate. J Law drinks it. Julia drinks it. I just can't see myself like. Kel is like. She's going to invent pickle flavored Gatorade. I see Kel. Justice. Competitive game of basketball. Hot summer day. Middle of Florida. Scores 20-20. Sweat beaten down. Justice is going for the win. Kel gets the steal. Going for a layup. Justice blocks it. They're going back and forth, back and forth. And finally, Kel falling out of bounds, shoots the three, goes in, she beats him. And they are just drenched. In need of hydration. There's a whole cooler full of Gatorade. Nah, not on this day. Not on this day. We got to get 8 times the electrolytes. We got to get the pickle juice. Oh, no. 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 Grass may have 20 times the electrolytes. I'm not going to grab a handful of grass. I mean, and there's got to be a reason. Am I the only genius in the world? Why has pickled flavored Gatorade not become a thing? I mean, did I just invent it? Why is that weird? What's weird about pickled flavored Gatorade? You're telling me. Hang on. Oh, whoa, I gotta stop. I gotta put my foot down right now. Right now. Okay? You're telling me you are out sweating your ass off in a basketball game, and this product that is good for you is weird, but yet your last call at the bar, trying to pick up a little something to go home with, and you're going to impress upon them by having a shot of pickleback, or you're out with your coworkers, living it up, you just got a big promotion, and you're going to sip on some pickle juice, and that's not fucking weird? Are you kidding me? It's less weird to drink it in your shorts and your tank top in a game for some hydration than it is out at the club. The rationale here is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. You ain't gonna see Bonnie sipping on no fine whiskey with a shot of pickle juice. If I'm just gonna tell you guys, okay? And again, what you do on the basketball court, what you do inside your own refrigerator is your business. But if I buy you a shot of something that is really, really exquisite alcohol, and you chase that with the remains of a pickle, we ain't friends. And I will not buy you another drink for as long as you live. I'll get you some Lay's potato chips, and you can have some dill potato chips. But if we're out and we bring out the fine liquor, and you got to chase that down with some pickle juice, with some Vlasic, I can see it now. Bartender, I am here, my event, with the Play Dead Live 999 Army, and that bottle of Louis Trey up there, that $3,000 bottle of brandy, hook them up. And we cheer to 5 years of wonderful experiences and memories. And a couple of y'all down at the end motioning the bartender to come over so you can get like a little Dixie cup with some fucking dill pickle juice? No. All right. So J-Law came in midway through. So apparently pickleback is a way to chase whiskey. In most cases, it's whiskey. Now, granted, I'm not a lover of whiskey, like some of you guys are. But if I were going to drink whiskey, I definitely wouldn't drink it with pickle juice. I'm more into white liquors. Brown liquor, whiskey, it messes me up fast. I know my limits. wrong with a shot of maple syrup. So no, I saw that, and I thought that'd be a great topic to talk about on Random Things because we're random. This is like a random rant things. Been a while. I'm sweating. I'm sweating with my high noon. I need some electrolytes. I don't think this high noon has any electrolytes. It's very good though. It is and again, it is tequila seltzer strawberry flavored. So, if you don't know about it, I recommend you try it. Canadian Club, that doesn't sound terrible. A little splash of maple syrup. I mean, I could see myself with a dab of maple syrup in a drink before pickle juice. So how do you guys feel about I want to get this right, make sure I got the person. So, and I mean, this one doesn't strike me as terribly bad, but Ashton Kutcher puts orange juice in his coffee. What do you guys think about that? I mean, that didn't like make me gag or anything. I don't think I would like it. Has anyone ever tried it? Ashton Kutcher puts a splash of orange juice in his coffee. I don't even put sugar and cream in coffee. I drink coffee black. But if there was a splash of orange juice in my coffee, I don't think I would. I mean, I don't think I would like it, but like orange juice and coffee just doesn't sound disgusting. It's not like pickle juice and liquor. Whiskey and coffee. How about, oh, I got it. I got it. Let's change it to, I got it. Let's change it to pickle fee. You wake up in the morning. After a rough night, you need that glass of coffee or that mug of coffee. And after your first drink of coffee, wash it down with some pickle juice. Why not? Why not? Wait. You will ruin a wonderful whiskey. You'll go to the fridge and you'll drink pickle juice. You don't want it as a coffee chaser, something that really like leaves an aftertaste. Um, Ron, it sounds like a sun tea, lemon tea. I don't think that would be horrible. Oh no. Now it's gonna be like, oh, like Weird Science. Remember, wasn't it Weird Science? Where was Anthony Michael Hall in Weird Science where they were trying to make him sick talking about the pork chop in the ashtray or something like that? That's what our chat. That's what our chat devolved into. Pickle fee. Okay. Now I'm gonna go really crazy on you guys. Kel, tell the truth, and Bonnie too. And so Busy, Kel, and Bonnie. Because I know y'all have lived in the sticks. And I've never seen anything like this around here. But I did when I lived in Florida. That's why I'm bringing it back. Pickled, I'm going to say it. Pickled pig's feet. Yeah. Yeah. Don't tell me you don't know what it is. So when I think pickle juice, that's what I think of. Um, I'm gonna assume they're like broiled. I don't know. I haven't seen one in a long time. So I'm gonna assume they're like they're broiled, I think. Yeah. Pickled and in a gelatin. I mean, I would eat a pickle. I would eat a pickled egg. I've had a pickled egg. I don't like eggs. I'd have to eat the pickled egg and not remember what pickled pig's feet look like. Yes, Ron. Yes, Ron. I love it. Beautiful. Well said. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. So, so, so now we got it. Now we know how it goes down. So you're there, and you order the shots of the high-end whiskey, and of course you're going to do your pickleback. And then when they go to bring out the pickle juice, Rod says, "No, no, no. Can you get me the pickled pig's feet juice, please?" That's my chaser. There you go. There's your chaser. The PFJ, the pig feet juice. That's what you need is the chaser. For those that the regular pickles is not high enough. For those that like to live on the edge, the pickled pig's feet juice chaser. That's what I'm talking about. Why not? I can see it now, Ron. Oh, I got it. We have like a nice little sushi layout, little unagi, and some nice sake, and then little bite of that sushi, little chaser sake, and some pickles pig feet juice chaser. Now we got it. Now you're living the life. People are going to watch the playback. They're going to say, they talk for 30 minutes. 30 minutes about pickle juice. You know what, Ron? I think we should be partners on this one. Instead of dill pickles, we call it Father Kills Pickles. We're going to patent that and trademark it. And the slogan is going to be the juice for any occasion. Father Kills Pickles, the juice for any occasion. Busy, can you get on that label? I guarantee you, Busy will have a logo and a label, Ron. I agree. We got some chemistry here. You never know. I mean, great ideas. Great ideas start somewhere. Do you guys have hell of a good dip? Or is that just like in this area? That's my favorite dip. Get loose on the juice. I like that. Well, they have other flavors, but it's like French onion dip. That stuff is so good. It's dangerously good. Like, you open it and you start, the best thing to do if you ever open up one of the, they come in these little plastic containers. If you ever open one up, my recommendation is get a spoon and decide how much you want to put in a bowl with your Ruffles. Like, get a tablespoon, because if you don't, you will eat the whole thing. Like, you just, it's one of those things where you try not to look at it. You like dip and then you look the other way because you don't want to see like how much you're eating at one time, because then you'll feel guilty. So the best thing to do, scoop in advance how much you want, and then put the lid back on, put the thing in the refrigerator, and divvy it up, because you will just dip and dip and dip and dip the whole thing. So good. It does. Wow. I mean, you know what? I think tonight was super, super productive. We had a blast. We invented some new items. We have not done Freestyle Friday in so long, and this is certainly something that I want to do a little bit more frequently, especially with The Walking Dead or Daryl Dixon's show. We're gonna have a lot of fun talking about it, and when we game the gaming community, we play hard, and we're such a good social community, especially those people watching the playback that don't play dead live. Um, we want to get more content out there. If that's just us hanging out, may not always be on a Saturday. Could be. If we don't have anything lined up on a Saturday, we might do this. I mean, sometimes we do box events on Saturday. We do a lot of our specialty events, the pet battles, and some other things. Um, but I do want to find another day to get some of the Walking Dead chat in there. Might be after one of the trivia. So there might be a trivia night, and then right after trivia, we could do a live stream. So that's a possibility. But in all seriousness, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. We always have a lot of fun. One thing I'll say is, don't take what we say here or ourselves too seriously. We have a lot of just a blast. Some crazy, crazy ideas. We invented the random stuff and things, something we've done now for about 3 or 4 years. And, just no pressure. Come and hang out with us. And a big, big thank you to all of you guys once again for everything you do. You guys have a great night and enjoy your Sunday. Get some rest. And I'll see you guys back here next week. Monday night, Red Wedding match. Tuesday night trivia. Wednesday, Red Wedding match. Thursday night box event. Friday night, Wizards of the Wild West, and then next Saturday, Battle Royale, and there will be some drinking in that as well. So you guys have a great night, and I will see you all Monday night. Thanks again, everybody. Peace.